So we're borrowing the Kent Moore liner puller from C&J over there, and I soaked the liners in PB over the weekend, and it's actually coming pretty easy. So we probably could have got it with our other liner puller, but it was awful nice of them to let us borrow this Kent Moore tool because it's working great. But I'm not tightening this nut any tighter than I was trying to go. It's less than I was doing the other day. But I think it's just because all the stuff that's caught around the air box. There was a real heavy duty buildup of carbon and crud around that, and I think that's what was stopping it. So this is Buddy. He came out to help us today, and he right now is, we took down some main bearings to inspect them, and he's retorquing the main bearings back on there. So it's a fun job. It's nice and easy, right, Buddy?
It's pretty easy to have some bracing for your feet.
Which you don't have. And don't lean your head back because there's a bucket of oil behind you. And this is Barry. He came by to help today too. We've got him cleaning some parts right now, and if you remember what that engine head looked like before with all that oil leak, he's making it look new again. I'm impressed. Good job, Barry.
Thanks.
Boxes, as they're really filthy and just filled with nastiness. All the liners are out. We've ordered parts from PC Industries, Powerline components, all the gasket sets, a new blower, cylinder kit that we need to replace, that kind of stuff. So we're getting there. And Barry did get the real shitty job today. He's still cleaning the head.
Yeah, basically.
I've got Buddy working on cleaning up the cylinder kits that are the pistons that are gonna get reused and everything for that. So this airbox drain is leaking here. You can see this gasket for it has been pushed all the way out. So the air pressure has been, from the blower pressurizing in there, has been able to escape. So it was never getting as much oxygen as it should have in there. So we're gonna take that off too and get it cleaned up. We're slowly getting the airbox cleaned out down there. It was all full of carbon and nastiness. It's getting there. Yep. There you can see how the gasket was blown out. So airbox pressure would have been greatly reduced by that. Right. We had a funny situation here a minute ago. Phil was using the propane torch there to scrape off a gasket that was on here, and I went to help him, and I had a rag in my hand, and the rag got close to the propane torch and ignited in the ball of fire. The entire rag was on fire. So I threw the rag down, but when I threw it down, it landed on Phil's foot. So there's a fully engulfed flaming rag that was it right there on Phil's foot, which he then kicked off, and then I stepped on and it went out. But it happened so fast, it was crazy. It was instant ignition of the rag. I was using the rag and had oil on it from the brake clean that was on there, so it was very volatile. It was exciting. Tip forward. Try tipping it back, see if it'll. Yeah. Just watch out for that MCI next to you. That's the expensive one.
Well, it didn't move. It might not change the direction, so
But-
it ought to be all right.
Okay, go ahead and bring it down. Yes.
By the way, did you see that remark somebody made about my forklift?
Oh, yeah. Can't take it all to heart, Phil. Okay, so we brought this engine in, and this one we're going to try to get running, see what's going on with it before, you know, we're not just going to tear into it. But it is not mounted to this cradle, it's just resting on it. This whole engine mount is nowhere. So we're going to get it mounted on there, and then go through and try to get it running. This is Barry's bus that he showed up in here to help today. He worked all day. We put him to work for real.
Yeah, I survived.
He's a jeweler by trade, or goldsmith, correct? That is the term. And he's gonna fix my wedding ring for me. So we're sending him home with the wedding ring to take over to the, what's the name of the jewelry store? Wixon's Jewelers in Bloomington. Is it Bloomington still? Yep, Minnesota. Nice.
Yeah, it's all original. Decent condition.
We got lots of VW fans on our channel. I'm terrible at getting my camera there. Sweet.
Yeah.
So we got lots of things cleaned up on here today. The airbox is getting cleaned out really good. Everything's ready to go with that. We got all the parts ordered. I threw a hone down this liner just to show you the amount of wear that it has. So there's a lip up here where the piston, that's where the top ring stops right there. It's a huge groove. It almost looks like it's machined that way, right? And then you see all those big scrapes and scores in the side of it. So it was down on compression. But if you look down then at the liner ports, you'll see the cracks. Those lines going straight through them. So if we flip it around here, you can see on the outside too. So it's cracked right there. That one's cracked right there. That one's cracked up there. I don't think that next one's broken, but there's several of them that are cracked, and there's a couple that are like that. So these cylinders here would have been way down on compression with that cracked liner and all that scoring inside there. So we've ordered new liners, new rings. We've got some used pistons here and other pistons, new old stock stuff that we're able to get going. So that stuff's all gonna be here Friday. That's coming from Powerline Components, PC Industries, and bearings and everything. So we'll have that all ready to go. I thought this was fun. I saw this sitting in the shop today. So this would be the 2-valve head, and then this valve right here. I'm assuming that's from an EMD, is what it looks like. So a 2-stroke, like a locomotive engine. I mean, it's... I just thought that was a fun little find. Very neat. This head looks good. We don't really see any issues with it. We're still cleaning it up. Just looking at it, but there was no sign of coolant leaking or anything like that. So, and then we brought this one in, as you saw today. Let me go to the wide angle here. This one we're gonna get hopefully running tomorrow. We'll at least try. It said on the valve cover of it, September 2018, runs good. It's not actually mounted on the cradle, it's just sitting. It's not attached to anything. So we're gonna get it supported on there. It doesn't belong to this cradle. But we'll fire it up. It's missing some parts. The governor control rod was missing, so I found one of those here in the parts bin. Sorry, it's kind of dark over here right now, but that's gonna be tomorrow's project. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be filling this garage with some smoke. That should be fun. While we're waiting on parts for the other 2 buses, we've ordered the liners. The liner for the one that was broken, that was outside, that other 4103. And we got a new rod for it and bearings, all that kind of stuff. So we didn't need to order a whole kit because, again, they have new old stock stuff here. So we've got pistons to replace it and piston rings, boxes and boxes of piston rings that are all in good shape. So from there we'll go. And tomorrow will be another fun day.